Hey, welcome. What do they say about borrowing other people's stuff? Actually, it wasn't a borrow, it was left here, but a friend of mine left his New Holland TC30 off with here. Mentioned that we had to put in some fiber cable, had to do a conduit, and graciously came back with a TC30 with a 7308 loader, New Holland. We were making some great time, as you can see. Other than we hit the hard pan in the driveway, but the backhoe arm of this project is awesome. We got our levels set up there to try to not go so deep. And this morning when we started it up, my wife started screaming that there's oil leaking out of the front. So of course I looked all over online. YouTube is my favorite go-to for encyclopedias now. I couldn't find anything on it, so I just want to document what was going on, and hopefully this will be a fix and I can record that as a helpful thing. What I found is, if you look, if you make it on the camera, right below where that gold piece goes across, there's a funky looking, I don't know if I can get my fingers in there, right around there where there's like a stringy type of, it's actually a hose that connects up into that cooler. There's a hose the exact same. On the other side, there's another hose. You notice the other hose looks like it's new. It's the new smooth one. It's not the stringy looking piece. And Bayshard's Farm Equipment, shout out to them for being so gracious with their information and helping me out to hopefully get this fixed and give it back to my buddy in better condition than when I borrowed it. But we're going to try to pull that hose off and see what that is, and document it that this it is, and hopefully this will help you out. Good. Yep. All right, so get the hose off. This is a short hose. There was two hose clamps. I don't know if you see the pipes down here. That kind of, a short hose connects these two here. Okay. And so interesting enough, this is the replacement hose from the hose that was there. So what I found out is this is a braided hose. It's braided all the way through, and they actually can act like a sponge, where after they get old, it just seeps through this hose and it leaks out, and that's what it was. I couldn't really find a leak from where it was located. The new one is the, and I see that they've already replaced one side. The other side has this newer smooth hose. I couldn't understand why there seemed to be two different hoses that were on here.
Who's winning?
Thank you for my lovely camera woman who's always on top of things and taking care of things for me, for recording again for us. You kind of see the differences between the hose. And then just to let you know, if you're in the same situation looking for the part number for the hose, it's an SBA 3406 93 240. And we're going to put the hose clamps on, slide that down over the bottom pipe, pushes in place, and slide it back up and put the hose clamps on. And we'll zip back in when we're done doing that, and hopefully that's going to fix our leak.
Hit it.
Well, good morning. Why do you say morning? Another day? We got the hose replaced. We fired it up to do a little test run, and the hose was good. We weren't leaking. Then I cranked it up to about 2,000 RPM, and all of a sudden I heard, and what seems to be that we blew the gasket out of the hydraulic oil filter. Now this was an 87 300 195. It actually was superseded, I guess, to a 47 67 1640. And that's located right over here. Our best guess was that the oil kind of blew out of there and made a big mess. So we got that oil filter in, hydraulic oil filter changed, and I think we're going to be off and running again. All right, so everything's looking good that we can rock and roll today. Special message of appreciation to Jeff Rigsbee from Rigsbee's Auction Service, third generation auctions. One of the greatest auctioneers that I've ever heard. His tractor, he was kind enough to drop it off to us. Bayshard's Farm Equipment. Mike up at Bayshard's Farm Equipment was a phenomenal resource for helping us out. A beautiful, wonderful wife. Does the great camera work. And hopefully we'll be laying some conduit today. Any comments, questions, likes? I don't know what he's supposed to say. Subscribe, whatever. For love to hear him. Love to respond to them. Love to hear your true sense of what you might want to say. I was going to say top of the morning to you, but it's 9 o'clock, and as our kids make fun of us, their breakfast is our lunch. Thanks for stopping by.